Let's make a stuffed calamari. For the stuffing, we're going to need 200 grams of spinach alongside 150 grams of mushrooms of any kind in the bowl. Following that, we're going to add 50 grams of pudding rice alongside 50 grams of tomato puree mixed in with about 50 ml of white wine. Bring that all together alongside 150 grams of feta cheese, and then you're ready to start stuffing. Don't forget to season with salt and pepper as well. There is no proper way to do this, just take the stuffing and kind of shove it in there and fill it up until you're happy with it. I like to fill it up quite generously because the spinach will wilt away a little bit and then it will kind of shrink. So just be generous with it until you get these big lumpy balls of calamari like this. Okay, so you've stuffed the calamari, it's blown up and puffed up and it looks like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We're going to take a toothpick, close up where you stuffed it from, and just make sure none of that seeps out basically when you're baking it. Now you've done that, take a knife and just poke a couple holes in each of the calamari just to make sure that it doesn't pop and explode when you're baking it, so it's going to let some of that heat out. Top it with olive oil, season with salt and pepper generously, and then you're going to add some chopped tomatoes on the top. That green bit that you see on the chopped tomatoes, that's from where I made my basil oil. That's all that remaining basil, just to add a bit more flavor. No waste gula coming back in the picture. Now, if you want to make the basil oil, I've done a video on this before, so I'll link that in the description and it should pop up somewhere on the screen as well. Cover with foil and bake at 180 for about an hour and a half. Now I'm going to show you how to make a quick vegetable rice to go with it. Simply take 1 onion, 3 mushrooms and a couple of peppers. Chop that up real fine and add it into a pot with some butter. Add in a little bit of olive oil to stop the butter from burning, and then soften your onions. You don't have to use these set vegetables, by the way. You can do anything you want, anything you have in the fridge. If anything's going off, this is a great way to utilize that before it does. So yeah, use anything that you have available. Season your vegetables with salt, pepper once they've softened, and then go in with your rice. Make sure the rice absorbs all that flavor, and then we're going to top it with vegetable stock. 2:1 is the ratio on this, so 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of liquid. Give that a quick stir and just tuck in those bits of rice that get stuck on the top, otherwise your guests will have cracked teeth with undercooked rice. Cook that on a medium to high heat up until the water dissolves and the rice is cooked. So the rice is ready, the calamari has just come out of the oven and it's piping hot. Just let everything rest for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we're ready to start plating. Take a circular mold and press your rice into that mold, making a perfect circle. Using the back of the spoon, just press down gently and make a small groove, and that's where the calamari is going to sit. If you don't do that, it'll just wobble over and ruin your plating experience. So top the calamari on the rice and then top it with some feta, some beautiful basil leaves. Finish it with some basil oil and some of that calamari tomato resting juice that you baked it in. So there you have it, the stuffed calamari, all done in the comfort of your own home, but it looks like fine dining. It's so easy to make, as you've seen, so give it a try, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.